Hey there, pumpkins and my king. Are you good? I am. So, please don't mind my red eyes. Not the red eye effect that you find in there because of camera ing, but just the fact that my eyes are red. I really need to go and get my glasses. What's going on here? Why are you taking forever? Internet ma. Is it because it's raining? Whatever, man. Just move it. Move it! Should I go and reset that thing? Reset this thing because you need there's a small little reset button and I can only reach it with a toothpick. I'll be back. I'll be back. Actually, I can do this right in front of you. Oh, you. No, but it's still too slow. Okay. Anyway, guys, I hope you're good. What's going on? It's Friday. Yeah, cranky works. Even on a Friday, babe. Even on a Friday morning. Not morning. Evening, whatever. Cause it's cranky. Whatever. Thank you. It's refreshing anyway. Put it right back on the charger before it dies on me. Sorry guys, you're gonna have to be cool with all these nuances because that's just the way that life is. That's the way life is. Just deal. Oh, man. You guys. Close that. Spent a whole bunch of time doing 0. I hope you'll be alright though. I just want to come and drop a quick one, right? A very fast one. The same way that M10 pulled a fast one on me. Anyway. So, this is what I'm seeing, right? This is what the Lord in heaven showed me. Alright, you guys. Concerning the secret society, this is a very important matter. I feel we need to be serious when you talk about these things. Because these are human beings who are enslaved to an ideology, an idea, a lofty ideal that is satanic, and they want to hang on to it with all that they have. The Lord showed me, guys, that the secret society, remember I told you there's a high priest guy? Only hectic and he's losing staff. Imagine that. You're from the other world and you still lose staff. Can you just not be more, not workable? It's evident of the fact that, these things don't help. And they don't work either. I mean, if you can lose a compliment, a staff compliment when you're supposed to be supernaturally invincible, that ought to show you that there's more to life than that. Secret society oak, turn to Christ, brother. I think, it's time you did. You've lost quite a few people. To a point where, okay, so I'll tell you what the hypothesis of the secret society is, because honestly, I don't have much time. I cannot stay here very long, because I gotta go and get more DVDs to keep myself busy. So I won't be here for a minute and a half. I'll just be here for a minute. Alright. Choke. Forgive. The secret society high priest guy, things have gotten so bad. I believe, actually. No, I'm quite certain. That is the same one that Headboy belongs to. Who are you guys? Are you the Illuminati? Who are you? Because here's this girl, thrashing you. Anyway, on a serious note, where have you ever seen a sobered demon? I guess nowhere. So, secret society high priest guy, if you're really invincible and you're supernatural like you think you are, if you think that you really are all that immortal and you're gonna die and go and have 30 virgins given to you, because that's what Satan has promised you or whatever, if you're really that hectic dude that cannot be moved, if you really indeed are like a demon yourself, why is it that you have sobriety in your members? Why is it that there's something in your heart that's feeling? Why is it that you're thinking like a human being? And why is it that you change your mind if you're supposed to be immutable? Because you want to be like a god, right? God is immutable. And immutability means that you do not change. God is not a man that he should change. Or son of man to change. He's not a man that he should lie. Or son of man to change his mind. You want to be like a god. That's why you're a high priest in that secret society. It's the closest thing you can get to being a god. You have other little gods dwelling in you. Demons. They're gods. The main god of this world is Satan. And he has other little things in, that are these minions, angels, that fell because they were trying to be like God. So God gave them a status of little gods that human beings worship. And those gods are called idols. And the Lord said, you shall have no other gods before me. But you went ahead and got yourself gods, didn't you? Demons that now dwell in you. And you thought that by having demons live in you, secret society high priest guy, that you could be like a god. Is that not what Satan did when he fell? Before he fell, when he was all glorious, being that haughty angel that he was, he then sat there and he was like, I will be like God. I will exalt myself above the Most High. I will be this, I will be that. And shortly afterwards, the man fell. Behold, I saw Satan falling like lightning. The Lord said that when he was in the wilderness. You are like your father, the devil. You can be as much God only as you are a slave to Satan. Where have we ever heard of a God that makes sense, that is a slave? So in other words, you're not a God, secret society guy. You're just a human being that is a slave to a God. But it is not the God of the universe who created you, secret society guy. It is Satan. And he is taking you exactly where he is going. Him, the false prophet, as well as, who's that dude? The Antichrist, are going to be thrown first into the abyss, right? They're going to be thrown into the eternal lake of fire. And the rest of you, human beings who follow him, are going to later follow him exactly where he's going, to an eternity in hell. Satan is not going to be in hell one day with a whip on some, wah, pa, pa. You followed me here when I was on earth. No, he's going to be burning, weeping, and gnashing his teeth, just like you. In other words, he's only a subject as well. Above the one, below correction. Whoo, Lord, let your wrath not fall upon me. Below the one true God. So you are nothing but a minion that is a slave to yet another minion. And this minion is a much bigger minion, however, than you. A lot more powerful than you, but a lot less powerful than the one true God who created even the God that you serve, the God whose demons you have dwelling in you. And it is evidence of the fact that you are not a God. Because unlike the Satan that you serve, secret society high priest guy, unlike the Satan that you serve, you have a heart. You can feel bad. For Cran K. Your heart breaks. For Cran K. You're falling. For Cran K. Satan cannot do that, high priest guy. Satan has no love for humanity. Satan cannot feel for humanity. He has no capacity to have remorse for humanity. All he wants is the destruction of humanity. So if you think you're God and you're like Nebuchadnezzar, nobody can defeat me. I am above the God of the universe. Human being, you will be brought into a brute beast. For 7 years you will eat nothing but grass. Nebuchadnezzar was only human, even though he had kingdoms upon kingdoms upon kingdoms on this earth. And you, high priest guy, have power. You've seen power. You've seen things that you can do supernaturally. You've flown in the supernatural world. You have astral projected. You've drank blood like a vampire. In order to become a high priest, you had to have done some pretty hectic things. I'm thinking probably even a couple of murders. You've killed some people, maybe. Human sacrifice. In order to get to that level that you're at, there's no way that you have not shed human blood. You've seen some pretty crazy things. And you've seen the kind of power that you can gain as a result of being where you are today. You've seen some crazy things in the supernatural. You've been shown some crazy power by Satan. And yet in all that time that you have spent in that demonic world, you have yet to come across something as powerful as a girl that you met through your demonic society that you have not been able to bring low. Her name is Karabo, and she's just a girl that loves to sing, that loves to dance, and that's been done wrong. And here is this girl walking in nothing but the purity of God. And you have not been able to defeat her, despite seeing power upon power upon power in the demonic realm, being underwater and not drowning, seeing a world that you never fathomed you could ever see in this world, being able to walk into people's houses, being in their midst without them knowing that you're there. Because you can do things like astral project. You can change your body. You can become a cat. Those kinds of things, yeah. They sound kind of strange, and people who are listening to me right now that do not belong to such societies and have done demonic things are like, "Arabo, come on, that stuff is not real," except you know it is. You know that. You can manipulate the physical realm by doing things in the spiritual. And you've been trying to manipulate the fate of Karabo, the outcome of Karabo. And you have not managed. You have gotten to where you are today, high priest, honeybee, pumpkin. You've gotten to where you are today by doing some pretty demonic things. You've even managed to mold down and break down a couple of saints because they eventually gave up because your power is that hectic. They stopped praying and they just accepted defeat. And then you came across one girl that you're just not winning. And so you have come across with you've come up with your own little hypothesis as to how you can validate that your power is more hectic. That these demons, these gods, the Satan that you serve is certainly the one true God. You refuse to accept that it is possible that you are wrong. But unlike Satan, like I said, you're not a God even though you would like to be. Satan has no feelings for me. You, however, secret society high priest guy, have feelings for me. In other words, your heart says, I want to be this girl's friend. Your heart is saying, I kind of like Karabo. Your heart is saying, she's a really cool chick. In other words, your humanity is speaking through those demons. That is the difference between you and Satan and why you're not God. And why you also need the blood of Jesus. For he came to redeem us from the slavery that is holding you captive. His blood is the one that can break you free. Your humanity, your ability to choose, the fact that there is still a hope and a glimmer in you, an ability to smile, an ability to feel. That means that you are human and you can still reach out to other human beings. And it also means that unlike Satan, redemption can belong to you. The demons have already been judged. Their fate is already sealed. Satan has no hope. You, however, secret society person, high priest, you have hope. Something that Satan that dwells in you does not have. So he's holding you captive to his ideals, trying to make you believe that you are like a god. For that is what he does. He gets his children to do that which he does. Try and exalt himself above the Most High. So you have come up with a hypothesis, a philosophy, secret society guy, because you don't want to believe that after all these years that you've grown up the demonic ladder, the corporate ladder inside that secret society of yours, that you've grown to a point where you now head it. You are the high priest now. Because you don't want, you feel like it's a whole bunch of wasted work coupled with all the power you have seen that you cannot let go of. The fact that you can do things that if you turn to Christ, they would be taken away from you. You would never be able to astral project again if the Lord dwells in you. You would have to live like a normal human being. Again, you will have to go and make money the way that regular human beings do. Again, you would have to live a life normally like the rest of us, hustle and bustle like the rest of us. And the prospect of doing that is just too unfathomable for you. So you are doing everything in your power to see if just maybe, this girl is not right. The power that she serves is not mightier than the one that I have. So you are trying to offer me help so that my help does not come from the God of the universe. So you can say, look, demons helped Karabo to come free. There is no way that her God is the one true God, because Satan is the one that finally gave her aid. Believe it or not, high priest guy, God showed me that you have gotten so desperate to disprove me and my hypothesis, mostly because you don't want to let go of the power you have gained in the occult and the fact that you want to stay like a god, having all these things that you have. You have gotten to a point where you said, okay, fine, so if we can't beat this girl and trying to destroy her, let's be the ones to make her then. So God showed me a dream where you brought me a suitcase with your big nails, as like the demonic person that you are, full of money. And you were like, hi, Karabo, you're my friend. Here's money. Go fight your lawsuit. God showed me that you want to introduce yourself into my life as a friend and help me so that you can see that if I receive help from you, you try to do that through Headboy and it failed. That's another person I'll talk about just now. And now you want to do it yourself. You want to prove to yourself, Hore, my God is not the God of the universe. And if my God is the God of the universe, how would it be possible that I would ever be helped out of my mess by a demonic society? Because if indeed God was God, the one that I serve, you have this theory that if indeed her God is God, she will not receive help from us. It will be blocked. Let us test it that way. You have told yourself that somehow you're going to introduce yourself into my life. I don't know what your plan and your strategy and your way around it would be. Because you've got all these powers that you have. You've got access to information about my life that the regular human being would not have. Because you can astral project, you can do random things, but of course the Lord limits what you can see about me. He limits it, but there are things that you know about me and my life and my daily schedule, etc., that other people do not know. You know that I am awake at 3 a.m. every night praying against your society. You know certain things that other human beings don't know. Because you are forever looking at me. And now you're sitting in the society that's losing members because of my case. And all you can think is, there's gotta be a way to disprove that this girl's God is the one true God. Because if it is, it means that I have to turn to him. Because I certainly am not willing to go and burn in hell for eternity. Because no human being will ever choose that. Satan does not recruit his recruits into whatever societies he recruits them into by telling them the truth that serve me, have a lot of power in this life, but go to hell for eternity. No. He tells them, serve me, have a lot of power in this life, and this is what you will have. And immortality that does ABC. He lies about their eternal place. And so this secret society guy is saying, if the Bible is true and this girl is truly powerful, I'm going to go to hell. But I have to find a way to disprove that her God is indeed the one true God. So you have gone ahead and gone against the modus operandi of your own secret society, i.e. destroy this girl. And you have said that I will be the one to give her help. I will be the one to bring a suitcase with however much money she needs in order to go and fight this lawsuit. I win against MTN. And then on the other side of that, I can then have rest in my heart that, hey, I was demonic as day. Having things, entities dwell in my body. And I gave this girl who calls herself a saint money, and her God allowed it, then clearly her God is not as powerful as I am. And if her God could allow me to give her help, it means that her God supports me. That's where you're sitting, high priest guy. God showed me that you want to come here as a friend and offer me help. You want to come here as Impinjam and offer me help. The same strategy that you wanted to use Headboy to do is now your modus operandi, except I don't think you want to come here on a romantic mission. You just want to disprove. You want to do what Headboy couldn't do, because I know Headboy. I recognize his face, and I would know if he came into my midst and offered me, and I've already exposed the strategy that was going to be Headboy using him. And so because of that, you then figured a different face that offers itself help, masking itself as a sponsor from out there somewhere, saying, I've seen your case, Karab, and I've been looking at it for a while. You know what? I really want to help you. Let me help you. There are no strings attached. There will even be a contract that I will draw up to tell you that there are no strings attached. I will bring my attorney in on it. I am just doing this as a good Samaritan. You're going to come here lying, pretending you're probably even a saint of the living God. And watch if I accept your help. And if I do, and it is not blocked by God, you would then get to your own conclusion, having created your own hypothesis that she cannot possibly serve the one true God. Because Kimo Tuso Itlile for me, demonic man. Well, let this block be evidence of the fact that your Satan is not the God. He is a God, and you worship him. He is an idol. The God. His wrath rests on you, but so does his mercy. His hand is still outstretched to you, and he is calling you to himself. Yes, you will lose your powers, but you will gain more power by living as a child of the living God. You will know the power that has been defeating you all these months through one girl. You will know Jesus Christ. Turn to him. Person, you are not a God. You are just human. And when your body dies, it will burn for eternity in hell, and you will not die. It is a place where the worm dieth not, and the fire does not consume. In other words, you burn and you do not die. That is not where you want to go, and I'm certain of it. Except you do not want to believe that that place exists. You want to believe that hell is not true. You want to believe that your Satan has been telling you the truth. No, he is the father of lies and the murderer from the beginning. It's what he does. You're deceived. Come out. And when you're at it, tell my man to come home too, because I miss him. Headboy. Turn to Christ, you guys. Headboy, let me just have a minute with you. You're telling yourself, walking away from this thing, still darkened by the secret society, you're giving up on me, Headboy. You're letting me go. Mara, all you keep thinking about, get these side chicks, all these random girls, you keep saying, hey, this one can cook. Mara, why can't you do everything else? ABC, in other words, you're comparing every woman that comes along into your path to me. Why are you comparing these women to me when you can just have me? How foolish are you being, Headboy? Or don't compare. Or to compare every woman with me when God has given you me. Where is the sense in that? My love, come home. Here I am trying to reach these two men, holding on. I don't know, what is your relationship? Headboy, why do you feel like you owe this man so much of your loyalty? What is he to you? Why are you holding on to him so much? Because it doesn't make sense. You have watched his secret society dwindle in size because of my case, and you're not being reached, though you are the one that has the biggest heart for me. Where is the sense in that? You're letting your wife and kids go, the one that God has given you, because you're pleading allegiance to Satan and you know it. But just like your secret society high priest guy, whatever his relationship is to you, such that you owe him so much loyalty, or you feel you owe him so much loyalty, the two of you have not gone ahead and said, okay, you can go ahead and try this. So you're sitting in a position where you want to help me. How does that make sense, guys? You want to help me? You know how you can help me. You can turn to Christ and pray for me. That's how you can help me. As for my brothers and sisters, I love you in the name of Jesus. I'm signing out. I gotta go catch the DVD store now, otherwise I will be bored for decades. Cran K signing out. Headboy, Secret Society High Priest. Turn to Christ. None of you are God.